Hey everyone, I'm just going to give everybody about 30 seconds to jump on. So while we're waiting, I'm going to go ahead and wash my hands. If you haven't washed your hands yet, this is a great time to do so. We always want to make sure we wash hands before we're doing any sort of food prep. Always important, but especially important now that we're heading into like cold and flu season. So when you're washing, you want to make sure you scrub really well, like get those fingernails, those are often missed. And you want to scrub for about 20 seconds. All right, I think we are all set to go. So hello again, everybody. My name is Jenny. I'm one of Festival Foods Mealtime Mentors and registered dietitians. And I'm so excited to be joining you in your kitchen from the Festival Foods Test Kitchen. So today we are working with Chobani on making two really great recipes that are perfect for Halloween. I can't believe that Halloween is already in a week. That's, where did the month go? So I hope you're all ready to get cooking. A couple of housekeeping notes before we get started though. Your microphones will remain muted throughout the duration of the class. If you have any questions, please use that Q&A function on the bottom of your screen. We have Mealtime Mentors Casey and Lauren on there to answer any questions that you might have. If you're taking this class on demand and you have questions, you can reach out to us at askfestivaldietitians.com. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So we're doing kind of like two versions of a yogurt snack today, if you will. The first is kind of more kid-friendly, and then the second is more adult-friendly. But if you're a kid, you can eat both versions. If you're an adult, you can eat both versions. We're gonna get started though with the yogurt ghost cups. We are using Chobani Zero Sugar Yogurt today, and I purchased the individual cups for this, but you could definitely buy it in like the larger bulk containers as well. So this one is really great because you can like give each cup to every family member and then they can kind of like make their own snack. I'm gonna go ahead and open my cup up, just get rid of the lid. I am using strawberry today, but if you have another favorite flavor, go ahead and use that instead. And what we're going to do is mix in cocoa powder. So the recipe says that you need like a 1/4 cup of cocoa powder divided. So it's about a tablespoon per cup of yogurt. I'm only making 1 cup today because it's just me. I'm not feeding an entire family of 4. So I'm just gonna make 1. So I just need 1 tablespoon. I do have a tip for you though. It is way easier to mix in the cocoa powder a little bit at a time versus like an entire tablespoon all at once, just because the cocoa powder is dry, the yogurt's wet. And if you stir too enthusiastically, it does kind of make a mess. So go ahead and slowly work that cocoa powder in. If you're using like the big tub of yogurt, you could just spoon this into like little bowls. I would actually say don't use a little bowl, use a larger bowl so it doesn't make as much of a mess when you're stirring. And it's okay, it cleans up pretty easily. All right, so that looks pretty good. So this is kind of creating like, I don't want to say dirt because that's kind of gross sounding, but we're making like a dirt cup basically with yogurt. So we got our cocoa powder in there. And then the next thing we want to do is get our cookie crumbs on top. So I have 4 chocolate sandwich cookies in a plastic bag. And all I'm going to do is take my rolling pin and crush that up. If you don't have a rolling pin, you can just use like a heavy bottle, like a metal water bottle would work. You could just use your hands. I don't know, you can gently break them up with a hammer if you want. We just want to make little crumbs with it. Okay, that looks pretty good. And now all we're going to do is just take a little bit and sprinkle it onto our yogurt cup. And like I mentioned, we're using the Zero Sugar Yogurt today. This yogurt is sweetened with stevia and monk fruit extract. So if you are looking for like a lower sugar version of the sandwich cookies, we do carry those in our natural department as well. All right, next up we've got our cute little banana ghost. This might be my favorite. We just need half a banana per yogurt cup. So I'm gonna go ahead and slice it. I love this recipe because kids can really do like every single part of this. I just simply cut the banana with a butter knife. You could use like a plastic knife too. Really easy. And then I just have some decorative writing gel that I'm using. And I am just going to draw like a little happy ghost face on here with the gel. I've got a purple color today. You can really use whatever color you want. If you don't have writing gel on hand, you could use like mini chocolate chips. Those would be really cute. Or those like little candy eyes would be fun too. But you might just need a little bit of like nut butter or something to get that to stick onto the banana. So I've got my little ghost banana. I'm going to go ahead and nestle that into my yogurt cup here. Happy little ghost sitting in some strawberry chocolate yogurt. And then I'm going to add a gummy worm. Totally optional, but gummy candies are my favorite, so. All right, so I'm gonna get him on this plate here. And then the final thing we're going to do is do a little clementine pumpkin. So this is one of our like favorite Halloween treats. They're so easy. You just simply take a clementine, peel it, and when you're peeling, you wanna try and get as much of that white pith off as possible. And then make sure you're clearing a little hole on the top for the stem to go in. And then for the stem, we're just using a stalk of celery. I've already washed and dried this. And then you just want to trim off a little bit. This is actually a really good time to use like the leafy green top that you don't typically use when you're cooking. You can just trim a little bit because they're already like really thin pieces up there, and then just stick it in your pumpkin. And there you have a cute little pumpkin to go with your little ghost cup. I love this for a snack because whenever we talk about snacks or like think about snacks and we want to have like a well-rounded snack, we always say try to get like 2 food groups in your snack. So this we have like our dairy, and then we've got fruit, so absolutely perfect. All right, so let's move on to the pumpkin pie parfait. This one surprised me. I knew it would be good. I didn't think I would like it as much as I did. We are using Chobani Zero Sugar in like the larger tubs, and we're using vanilla since we are mixing pumpkin in with it today. That's kind of like a more neutral flavor. So we need 3 cups of this Chobani Vanilla Zero Sugar yogurt. And I do want to mention also, like, you can use whatever Chobani Greek yogurt you like in these recipes. Chobani has a lot of great flavors in their zero sugar. They've got vanilla and strawberry, which we're using today. They also have a mixed berry and a blueberry. But if you're familiar with Chobani products, you'll know that they have what feels like hundreds of different flavors and options. They've got like regular Greek yogurt, they have lower sugar Greek yogurt, now they have the zero sugar. All right, and so to our yogurt, we're going to add a full can of pumpkin. Another thing I love about this recipe is that it uses the full can of pumpkin puree. I know when recipes like just call for a cup, you're kind of left with that partial can and don't know what to do with it, so this uses the full can. I will say though, if you have like a partial can left over from a different recipe, you can just use like a half can in this. When we tested this recipe, we did test it both ways with just like a half can and then with a full can. And both tasted really good. We just preferred like the extra pumpkin-y flavor of a full can. All right. And now we want to get our molasses and spices in. So we need 2 tablespoons of molasses. I love the flavor of the molasses in here. I honestly don't think I've really like used molasses in cooking outside of making like molasses cookies. But it has such a fun flavor to it that you don't really see every day. And it pairs really well with the pumpkin and the vanilla yogurt. Okay, I'm going to leave that open because we will drizzle some on at the end. 2 teaspoons of ground cinnamon. And just like the yogurt cups, these pumpkin pie parfaits are also perfect for kids to help out with. There are no knives involved. It's just a lot of stirring. And it's in a big bowl, so you really can't make too much of a mess. Then it just needs a pinch of nutmeg. All right, now I'm just going to give this careful mix together. I'm not sure if you can tell, but it's going to turn from like a pretty bright orange color to a bit of a darker orange color just from like the molasses and the spices that we're putting in there. All right, so at this point, you can either put this whole bowl in the refrigerator, like cover and put it in the fridge for 30 minutes, just let the flavors really come together, or you can transfer it into like your separate serving dishes and then refrigerate it. This would be perfect in mason jars. I think it would be a really good breakfast to like grab for on the go when you're busy in the morning and you just don't want to think about it. If you're going to be eating it at home, you can just use like little glass cups. We've used like stemless wine glasses. You could use a bowl. But you just want to kind of fill up your serving dish. The recipe makes 4 servings. So it's about a cup in like each glass or mason jar, if that's what you're using. If you are using a mason jar, I would say put your yogurt and pumpkin into the jar along with a drizzle of molasses on top, and then keep your toppings separate and just add them when you get to your destination or when you're ready to eat. All right, so I have my pumpkin yogurt in here, and I'm going to go ahead and add a little drizzle of molasses, or maybe a big drizzle because, like I said, I really like the molasses. If you're not familiar with molasses, it's just like a byproduct from sugar when they're making sugar from sugarcane. So really great flavor there. Turn it so you can kind of see like the different colors. And we're just going to go ahead and top it with some pepitas or pumpkin seeds. We just got these from the bulk bin at our store. These are roasted, but they don't have any salt added. And it says a tablespoon, but you can definitely just eye that up and sprinkle it on top. You can toast them a little more if you would like. You would just use like a small frying pan, no oil or anything. Just put it over like medium heat. Keep an eye on it and keep them moving in the pan. They will get like a little puffier and extra nutty when you cook it that way. Really great flavor, but if you're running short on time, and I think everybody's always short on time, right? There's definitely, it's not required to toast them. And a few chocolate chips as well. Again, it's supposed to be about a tablespoon, but you use your best judgment for that. And that is our little pumpkin pie parfait. So lots of great pumpkin flavors in there as well. So I think that is everything that I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed learning how to make the yogurt ghost cups and the pumpkin pie parfaits, both great with the Chobani zero sugar Greek yogurt. So thank you so much for being here today. We hope you learned a few tips and tricks along the way. You will be receiving a class survey to the email that you provided at registration. If you could fill that out, we would greatly appreciate it. That will help us improve future classes. And we will be choosing one survey respondent to win a $25 Festival Foods gift card. And then to register for upcoming live classes or look at our huge library of other virtual cooking classes, you can visit festfoods.com/classes. And then make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at festfoods to see what we're up to and then to be the first to learn about upcoming classes. And if you need more recipe ideas, you can find more from the Mealtime Mentors at festfoods.com/meals. Thanks. We'll see you next time.